Homeowners, pay attention. If you're noticing large icicles hanging from your gutters, you could have ice dams on your roof. Caused by the warming and the freezing of snow, it can cause damage if it's not taken care of. Joining me now to talk more about ice dams is the owner and founder of Clear Roofing and Siding LLC, Greg Clear. So Greg, thank you for taking the time. I know you're busy out handling different clients and responding to different calls.
Yes, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, so I talked about the icicles as a sign of a possible ice dam, but are there any other warning signs that people need to watch out for?
When you get the icicles, you get the large amount of ice that just builds up along that gutter's edge, and then also leaking in the house. You might see staining or water droplets coming out from underneath of your siding as well. So those are all indicators that you have something going on with ice dams.
And have you seen a lot of this happen after the big snow we had and these frigid temperatures?
I have seen a ton of it. I've had more phone calls and my name's been thrown out there on Facebook so much, but every place that we go to, it seems like they just got an overwhelming amount of ice damming happening.
Oh my. Now, can ice dams cause enough damage to a roof that the whole roof would need replaced, or could you spot treat that?
We can spot treat that. I actually have, I believe I'm probably the only one in this area that has a equipment called an Arctic steamer, which actually heats the water up to about 290 degrees, and then we can melt the ice off of the roof without damaging it. If you see people out there with hammers and chisels and axes and whatever other stuff, and they're banging away at the ice, yes, they are probably going to damage the roof doing it that way. But if you use a steaming method, it'll take it off gently and you won't have any issues.
Can people do anything on their own to remove ice dams until they get a professional like you out to their house, or would you refrain from doing that?
No, absolutely. If and that's what I've been telling homeowners is, if you have the capabilities of being able to get out there, I don't know whether they still have it or not, but like Home Depot and Lowe's, they sell calcium chloride, or the little pucks that you can throw up on the roof, and you can put those right up there by the gutter's edge. That'll help melt some of that off, because what happens is that ice dam builds up and then water gets trapped behind it, and then it tries to find whatever way it can to get into the house. So those work real well. And then also magnesium chloride, which is, if you can find something that says pet friendly or pet safe, we use that as well. That's real easy on the roof, and it doesn't harm the gutters either. But what you do with that is you fill a pantyhose with it, and then you'll run that from the edge of the roof line down over the gutter, so that when it melts, it cuts a trough into there to, again, allow that water to flow out. So those are two easy methods to try to help get that water out from behind the ice dam until we can get over there to get the ice melted off for you.
And removing icicles, that's an important part of the process. Is it safe to do that? When should you remove those?
I would remove those if you could. Be cautious, because I mean they are going to probably fall directly on you. If you can stand off to the side of it and then knock them down, definitely try to do that, because I've looked into it. But if you figure a 5-inch gutter for about every 10 foot, just to fill it with water, that's about 110 pounds. So of course we got a lot more ice build up in that, and then with the ice hanging off of it, you could have a few 100 pounds of ice just sitting there on the gutter's edge.
And what can people do real quick to prevent ice dams from happening in the future? Is there anything we can do inside or outside?
Yes. The key thing that causes ice dams is improper ventilation of the home. So it's not getting enough intake and exhaust. So the attic space is supposed to be about as cold as it is outside. So it's supposed to draw cold air in and then take it back out the top of the roof. What happens is, if you don't have the proper ventilation, then the hot air in the house gets trapped in there, and then it heats up the underside of the roof and causes that melt off. And that's where you get your ice dams from. The other thing is, most homes that I'm seeing, they don't have enough insulation in their home either now.
Okay.
So I believe right now, I think for our Ohio, it's like R38. So you're basically between 14 to 16 inches of insulation, I believe, that is supposed to be up here in the attic space. So most homes don't have that, and the heat of the house goes up into the attic, Then if you don't have proper ventilation, then it gets stuck in there, warms up the attic, warms up the snow underneath, and then that's how you get your ice and melt off.
Well, Greg, thank you so much. Great tips. A lot of good information. Greg Clear of Clear Roofing and Siding LLC. You got to call them out if you have an issue. Thank you so much for joining us here at 5.
Thank you.